I once heard a funny little story. It happened on a grand opening ceremony, where everybody's supposed to wear suits and look serious. However, the author suddenly noticed someone who stood out. Instead of a suit, the guy wore a jacket with huge letters printed on the back with bold letters. Curious, the author walked closer to see what it says. And it says, "Okay, let's pee." Yes, it says pee. So the question is, why would anyone wear that on their back? Because usually, when you see something starting with, "Okay, let's," you expect something inspiring. Like, "Okay, let's move on." Or, "Okay, let's work hard." But this time, what's waiting for you is, "Okay, let's pee." Of course, the story itself is a little bit ridiculous, but I guess the author wrote this not just to make us laugh. Instead, he's trying to convey a very strange phenomenon, a habit that we have. Because sometimes we do things without actually knowing what we're doing. We just do so because everybody else seems to. Let's just call it the "okay, let's be" phenomenon. Speaking of this, I found myself doing the same thing many times. For example, once I was browsing through my social media and I found that many people are using the phrase "bro thought." What does that mean? Like when you see a video of a guy kissing a stone because his girlfriend was playing a prank on him, someone would comment, "Bro thought it was his girlfriend," or "Bro thought it was true love." At first I didn't know why people say this joke because I just don't find it really funny, but a few days later, I found myself actually using the phrase in my day-to-day life. Like when my cat is eating his cat food too quickly, I would say, "Bro thought he hadn't eaten for a few decades." And when my classmates were doing homework, I would joke, "Bro thought he was Einstein." But let's get to the very beginning. Did I start to tell this joke because I find it funny? Honestly, I just don't quite know. And the other time, I found my classmate having a new doll hanging from her backpack. So I asked, "Hey, who's that?" And she said, "It's from Walmart. Everybody says it's cute." Well, I wasn't sure what's cute about that big toothed smile, but a few days later I found that everybody around me is having the same doll hanging from their backpack, and I have become a strange one who had not. So of course I bought one. I don't want to look strange. But did I buy it because I really think it's lovely? I don't know. And recently I found that people around me have been using AI very recently. And for their work, for their study, for almost everything. So I also downloaded an AI app. I told myself I don't want to look old-fashioned or outdated. I tried it for a few tasks, like refining my drawings or solving math problems. But actually, it's just not that good. It makes mistakes. But I kept on using it anyway. Everybody's using it, so there must be something good about it. Well, let's get to the beginning again. Did I use this app because I really find it useful? I just don't quite know. And you can kind of see the pattern here. Each time faced with a new thing, a new trend, I said, "I don't know." But what I did was that I actually followed. Why? I think it's because it makes me feel safe. It makes me feel like that I belong. And it makes me feel like when everybody's doing the same thing, I am less alone. But why does the feeling of "I belong" just matter so much to me? The answer might be anxiety. Because since we were young, we've been asked to excel. To learn instruments, to join clubs, to be leaders, win competitions, and get top grades. But there's only one leader, one first place at one time. And we just cannot do everything perfectly every time. So naturally, we worry. We ask ourselves, what if this time I just let everybody down? What if this time I just cannot meet expectations? This is a very heavy kind of pressure. And when traditional ways of relieving it, like talking to parents or hanging out with their friends, don't always work, we turn to the internet. It's online. It's just so easy. You can send a message, you can give a post, like I have a new doll today, or I just simply copy the trend of bro thought, or I can just follow a trend. It's so easy. And instantly, I will feel included. It's like the whole of anxiety is being filled. However, in reality, it's not. It's like when you're faced with a problem, the internet tells you, "Hey, you forgot your real problems. We are your real friends. Come join us and you'll feel better." So we follow and we mimic, and for a moment it actually works because we're distracted from our real life. We are telling ourselves, forget about those real problems. Here is where I belong. But as we put our phone down, we look around. We find that the original problems are still there, and they may even get more serious because we have been neglecting them for so long. And now, if you actually ask me for a solution, if you actually ask me, what do? I just cannot give you an answer. I cannot tell you to stop working hard. I cannot tell you to stop studying. And I just cannot tell you to give up the only thing that simply makes you get through the day. Or but maybe, just maybe, the next time we see a trend, a slogan, or someone that says, okay, let's pee, we can pause and ask ourselves, do I actually want this? Or am I just afraid of being different? If I can do that, and if we can all do that, maybe this is the very first step towards being real. Of course I know that if my friends see me here giving the speech, they would say, huh, bro thought she knew everything. But this time when I walk down from this stage, I might tell them, hey guys, you know what, I want to share you a story. Isn't there a guy who went to a grand ceremony and saw someone wearing a jacket? When he saw the jacket saying, okay, let's pee, he no longer says along, but he stopped and asked himself why people say so. Thank you.